Children, in this video, we are going to learn Chapter 5 Acoustics. Sound plays a major role in our life. We communicate with each other mainly through sound. In our daily life, we hear a variety of sounds produced by different sources like humans, animals, vehicle horns. Hence, it becomes inevitable to understand how sound is produced and how it is propagated and how you hear the sound from various sources. Acoustics. It is a branch of physics that deals with production, transmission, reception, control and effects of sound. You have studied about propagation and properties of sound waves in your lower classes. In this lesson, we will study about reflection of sound waves, echo and Doppler effect. When you think about sound, the question that arises in your minds are: how is sound produced? How does sound reach our ears from various sources? What is sound? Is it a force or energy? Let us answer all these questions. What is sound wave? If you touch a ringing bell or a musical instrument while it is producing music, you can feel some vibration produced by ringing bell or a musical instrument. The vibrating bodies produce energy in the form of waves that are nothing but called sound waves. Sound can propagate through solid, liquid and gas medium, but sound cannot propagate through vacuum. This is Bell-Jar experiment. The electric bell is placed inside the sealed jar, which is connected with a battery source. By using vacuum pump, the air present inside the jar is expelled completely out. If you make the electric bell to ring, it will start to ring, but we can't hear the sound of a ringing bell because vacuum does not allow sound wave to travel through it. But the hammer continuously hitting the gong, but the electric bell sound cannot hear by us from the outside. Sound waves are longitudinal waves that can travel through any medium with a speed that depends on the properties of the medium. As sound travels through a medium, the particles of medium vibrate along the direction of propagation of wave. This displacement involves the longitudinal displacements of individual molecules from their mean position. This results in a series of high pressure regions called compression and low pressure regions are called rarefactions. Categories of sound waves based on their frequencies. Waves are measured in terms of frequency. The unit for frequency is hertz. First, audible waves. These are sound waves with a frequency ranging between 20 Hz and 20,000 Hz. These are generated by vibrating bodies such as vocal cord, stretched strings, etc. Audible range refers to the range of sound frequencies that can be heard by human and some other animals. It is also known as hearing range. Infrasonic waves. The sound waves with a frequency below 20 Hz that cannot be heard by the human ear. The range of frequency extends down to geological vibration that complete one cycle in 100 seconds or longer. In nature, such waves occur in earthquake, waterfalls, ocean, volcano, wind, thunder, and waves. Ultrasonic waves with frequency higher than the upper audible limit of human hearing. These waves with a frequency greater than 20 kHz. Human ear cannot detect these waves, but certain creatures like mosquito, dogs, bat, dolphin can detect these waves. Example, waves produced by bats. What are the difference between sound and light waves? First, sound need medium to propagate. The medium may be a liquid, solid or gas, but light does not require any medium to propagate. Second, sound waves are longitudinal in nature, but light waves are transverse in nature. The wavelength of sound ranges from 1.65 cm to 1.65 meter. The wavelength of light ranges from 4 into 10 power minus 7 meter to 7 into 10 power minus 7 meter. The speed of sound waves in air about 340 meter per second at normal temperature pressure. The speed of light is 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second. The velocity with which the particles of a medium vibrate in order to transfer the energy in the form of wave. It is called particle velocity. The velocity with which the wave travels through the medium is called wave velocity. The velocity of sound wave can be determined by using the formula velocity equal to distance by time taken. That is, the distance traveled by a sound wave in unit time is called velocity of sound wave. If the distance traveled by one sound wave is taken as one wavelength, that is lambda, and the time taken for this propagation is one time period t, then the velocity of sound wave can be written as v equal to lambda by t. Velocity equal to distance by time taken. Therefore, velocity can be defined as the distance traveled per second by a sound wave. Since frequency n equal to 1 by t or t equal to 1 by n, the above equation can be written as v equal to n into lambda. Here n is frequency, lambda is wavelength. Here the increasing order of velocity of sound wave in three phases are given. Velocity of a sound wave is maximum in solid when compared with liquid and gas. The velocity of sound wave in liquid is greater than velocity of sound wave in gas. The maximum velocity of sound in solid due to more elastic in nature, since gases are least elastic in nature. The velocity of sound is the least in a gaseous medium. What are the factors affecting velocity of sound? First one, effect of density, effect of temperature in a gas, effect of pressure in a gas. Effect of temperature. If temperature increases, the velocity of sound in a gas also increases. Thus, the velocity of sound in a gas is directly proportional to the square root of its temperature. Mathematically, it is expressed as V directly proportional to square root of temperature. Velocity at temperature T is given by the equation Vt equal to V0 plus 0.61 into T meter per second. Here V0 is the velocity of sound in the gas at 0 degrees Celsius. For air, V0 equal to 331 meter per second. Hence, the velocity of sound changes by 0.61 meter per second when the temperature changes by 1 degree Celsius. Next factor, effect of relative humidity. Humidity means the moisture present in atmosphere. When humidity increases, the speed of sound also increases. That is why you can hear sound from long distance clearly during rainy season. In our textbook, speed of sound in solid, liquid and gas medium are given with suitable example. We know that the speed of sound in solid are higher. This is because of elastic property. The speed of sound is directly proportional to the square root of elastic modulus. Thus, the velocity of sound in solid increases when elasticity of material increases. Let's see some example. The speed of sound in aluminium is 6420 meter per second. The speed of sound in water is 1493 meter per second. The speed of sound in seawater 1533 meter per second. The speed of sound in air at 0 degrees Celsius 331 meter per second. Next, reflection of sound. When you speak in an empty room, you hear a soft repetition of your voice. This is nothing but the reflection of sound waves that you produce. The definition for reflection of sound is the bouncing of sound waves from the interface between two media is termed as a reflection of sound. When sound waves travel in a given medium and strike the surface of another medium, they can be bounced back into the first medium. This phenomenon is known as reflection. The bouncing of sound waves from the interface between two media is termed as a reflection of sound. The waves that strike the interface are termed as incident waves. The waves that bounce back are termed as reflected waves. Light waves and sound waves obey some fundamental laws of reflection. There are two laws of reflection. First one, the incident wave, the normal to the reflecting surface, and the reflected wave at the point of incident lie in the same plane. Second one, the angle of incident is equal to the angle of reflection. Here, original wave, normal and reflected wave all lie in the same plane. This is first law of reflection. Here, I is the angle of incident, R is the angle of reflection. The angle of incident should be equal to the angle of reflection. This is second law of reflection observed from this figure. In this figure, the sound waves that travel toward the barrier are called incident waves. The sound waves bouncing back from the barrier are called reflected waves. For all practical purpose, the point of incidence and the point of reflection is the same point on the reflecting surface. A perpendicular line drawn at the point of incident is called the normal. Acoustical wonder of Golconda Fort, Hyderabad, Telangana. The clapping portico in Golconda Fort is a series of arches on one side, each smaller than the preceding one. So, a sound wave generated under the dome would get compressed and then bounce back amplified sufficiently to reach a considerable distance. Next, reflection of sound at a denser medium. What is a denser medium? The medium in which the velocity of sound decreases compared to other medium is called denser medium. For example, air is denser compared to water for sound. Effect of density. The velocity of sound in a gas is inversely proportional to the square root of the density of gas. Hence, the velocity of sound decreases as the density of the gas increases. Mathematically, it is expressed as V proportional to square root of 1 by D. A longitudinal wave travels in a medium in the form of compressions and rarefaction. Suppose a compression traveling in air from left to right reaches a rigid wall. The compression exerts a force F on the rigid wall. In turn, the wall exerts an equal and opposite reaction, that is R equal to minus F on the air molecules. This results in a compression near the rigid wall. Thus, a compression traveling towards the rigid wall is reflected back as a compression. That is, the direction of compression is reversed. What is a rarer medium? The medium in which the velocity of sound increases compared to other medium is called rarer medium. Water is rarer compared to air for sound. Consider a wave traveling in a solid medium, striking on the interface between the solid and the air. The compression exerts a force F on the surface of the rarer medium. As a rarer medium has smaller resistance for any deformation, the surface of separation is pushed backward. As the particles of the rarer medium are free to move, a rarefaction is produced at the interface. Thus, a compression is reflected as a rarefaction, and a rarefaction travels from right to left. When the sound waves are reflected from the curved surfaces, the intensity of the reflected waves is changed. When sound waves reflected from a convex surface, the reflected waves are diverged out and the intensity of sound is decreased. When sound is reflected from a concave surface, the reflected waves are converged and focused at a point. So the intensity of reflected wave is concentrated at a point. Parabolic surfaces are used when it is required to focus the sound at a particular point. Hence, many halls are designed with parabolic reflecting surface. In elliptical surface, sound from one focus will always be reflected to the other focus, no matter where it strikes the wall. This principle is used in designing whispering halls. In a whispering hall, the speech of a person standing in one focus can be heard clearly by a listener standing at the other focus. One of the famous whispering galleries is in St. Paul's Cathedral Church in London. It is built with elliptically shaped walls. When a person is talking at one focus, his voice can be heard distinctly at the other focus. It is due to multiple reflection of sound waves from the curved walls. What is an echo? An echo is the sound reproduced due to the reflection of original sound from various rigid surfaces such as wall, ceiling, surfaces of mountain. If we shout near a mountain, after few seconds we can hear the same sound again, called echo, produced by reflection of sound. One does not experience echo sound in small room because small room does not satisfy the basic condition for hearing an echo. There are two conditions necessary for hearing echo. There are two conditions necessary for hearing echo. First one, there should be sufficient time gap between original and reflected sound. So if you want to hear echo, the reflected sound must reach the ear 0.1 second after the direct original sound. Second, the distance between source of sound and the obstacle should be sufficient. An echo will be heard distinctly if the minimum distance between the source of sound and the obstacle is 17.2 meter. Thus, the minimum distance required to hear an echo is 1 by 12th part of the magnitude of velocity of sound in air. If you consider the velocity of sound as 344 meter per second, the minimum distance required to hear an echo is 17.2 meter. Applications of echo. Echo are used in animals to communicate with each other over long distance and also locate objects by sending the sound signal and receiving the echo as reflected from the target. Next, the principle of echo is used in obstetric ultrasonography, which is used to view the real-time visual image of developing fetus in mother uterus. Echo is used to determine the velocity of sound waves in any medium. The speed of sound can be determined by the formula distance traveled by time taken. Here, a total distance of 2d while traveling from a source to the wall and then back to the receiver. The time taken for this has been observed to be t. Hence, the speed of sound wave is given by distance traveled by time taken, that is 2d by t. Applications of reflection of sound. Soundboard. These are basically curved surfaces which are used in auditorium and halls to improve the quality of sound. This board is placed such that the speaker is at the focus of the concave surface. The sound of the speaker is reflected toward the audience, thus improving the quality of sound heard by the audience. Ear trumpet is a hearing aid which is used by people who have difficulty in hearing. In this device, one end is wide, another end is narrow. The sound from the source falls into the wide and reflected by its wall into the narrow part of the device. This helps in concentrating the sound and the sound enters the eardrum with more intensity. A megaphone is a horn-shaped device used to address a small gathering of people. Its one end is wide and the other end is narrow. When a person speaks at the narrow end, the sound of his speech is concentrated by the multiple reflection from the walls of the tube. Thus, his voice can be heard loudly over a long distance. Doppler effect. The whistle of a fast-moving train appears to increase in pitch as it approaches a stationary listener, and it appears to decrease as the train moves away from the listener. This apparent change in frequency was first observed and explained by Christian Doppler, an Austrian scientist. Doppler observed that the frequency of the sound as received by a listener is different from the original frequency produced by the source. Whenever there is a relative motion between a source and a listener, the frequency of the sound heard by the listener is different from the original frequency of sound emitted by source. This is known as Doppler effect. This relative motion could be due to various possibilities. First one, the listener moves towards or away from a stationary source. Second one, a source moves towards or away from the stationary listener. Next, both source and listener move towards or away from one another. The medium moves when both source and listener are at rest. Let us see expression for apparent frequency due to Doppler effect. In first case, source and listener moves towards each other. In this case,
the distance between source and listener decreases. Hence, apparent frequency is more than actual frequency. What is apparent frequency? Apparent frequency is the frequency of the sound as heard by listener. This is the expression for apparent frequency when both source and listener moves towards each other. N dash is the apparent frequency, N is the actual frequency. V is the velocity of sound in the given medium. VL is the velocity of a listener and Vs is the velocity of sound produced. Now we are going to see the expression for apparent frequency due to Doppler effect for remaining cases. Before that, we recall what is N dash. N dash is the apparent frequency, is nothing but sound heard by listener. N is actual frequency. V, velocity of sound in given medium. VL, a listener moving with velocity. Vs, moving with velocity. This is general apparent frequency expression. N dash equal to V plus or minus VL by V plus or minus Vs into N. In case 2, both source and listener move, but they move away from each other. Thus, distance between source and listener increases and apparent frequency is less than actual frequency. Already we saw in case when both listener and source move towards each other, here away from each other. Case 1 and case 2 opposite to each other. In case 1, in numerator V plus VL and denominator V minus Vs. Thus here in numerator V minus VL, in denominator V plus Vs into N. This is expression for case 2 where source and listener moves away from each other. In case 3, both source and listener move. They move one behind the other. That is, source follow the listener. Apparent frequency depends on velocities of the source and listener. Here, the velocity of source became opposite to that in case 2. Therefore, the expression is N dash equal to V minus VL by V minus Vs into N. This expression is almost equal to the expression in case 2. In case 2 expression V minus VL by V plus Vs into N. Only the symbol of Vs is changed. In case 2 plus Vs, in case 3 minus Vs, because the Vs became opposite to that in case 2. In case 4, both source and listener move. They move one behind the other. Here, listener follows the source. Thus, the apparent frequency depends on the velocity of both source and listener. In this case, the source velocity and listener velocity are opposite to that in case 3. In case 3, source follows the listener, but in case 4, a listener follows the source. Thus, velocity of source and listener opposite to that in case 3. In case 3, V minus VL by V minus Vs. So here, V plus VL by V plus Vs into N is the apparent frequency expression. In case 5, source at rest, it doesn't move, but listener moves towards the source. Thus, the distance between source and listener decreases. Apparent frequency is more than actual frequency. Here, velocity of source equal to 0 because it doesn't move. It is similar to case 1. In case 1, both source and listener moves towards each other. But here, listener only moves towards source, source at rest. So, we can take the expression of case 1 and put the value of Vs equal to 0. Thus, we get n dash equal to V plus VL by V into N is the expression for case 5. In case 6, source at rest, it doesn't move. Listener only moves away from the source. Thus, distance between source and listener increases. Apparent frequency is less than actual frequency. Here, velocity of source equal to 0 because source at rest, but listener moves away. It is similar to case 2. In case 2, both listener and source moves away from each other. Here, listener only move away from source, but source at rest. So, let's take the expression in case 2 and apply Vs equal to 0. Thus, we can get n dash equal to V minus VL by V into N. It is expression for case 6. In case 7, listener at rest. Listener doesn't move. Source moves towards the listener. Thus, the distance between source and listener decreases. Apparent frequency is more than actual frequency. In this case, VL equal to 0 because the listener doesn't move. It is similar to case 1. In case 1, source and listener moves towards each other. Here, source only moves towards listener, but listener doesn't move. So, take the expression of case 1 and substitute VL equal to 0. Thus, we can get the expression n dash equal to V by V minus Vs into N. This is expression for case 7. In case 8, listener at rest, it doesn't move. Source only moves away from the listener. Thus, the distance between source and listener increases. Apparent frequency is less than the actual frequency. Here, listener does not move. So, VL equal to 0. It is similar to case 2. In case 2, both source and listener moves away from each other. Here also, source away from listener, but listener at rest. Take the expression of case 2 and substitute VL equal to 0. Thus, we can get n dash equal to V by V plus Vs into N, expression for case 8. What are the cases in which there is no Doppler effect? Let us see. When source and listener are at rest, there is no Doppler effect because here Vs and VL becomes 0. Second one, source and listener moves in such a way that distance between remains constant. In this case also, there is no Doppler effect. In third, when source and listener are moving mutually perpendicular in direction, we can't predict the distance between source and listener, hence there is no Doppler effect. Finally, if the source is situated at the center of the circle along which the listener is moving, here also we can't apply Doppler effect. Application of Doppler effect. To measure the speed of an automobile, an electromagnetic wave is emitted by a source attached to a police car. The wave is reflected by a moving vehicle which acts as a moving source. There is a shift in the frequency of reflected wave. From the frequency shift, The speed of the car can be determined. This helps to track the overspeeding vehicles. Next, tracking a satellite. The frequency of radio waves emitted by a satellite decreases as the satellite passes away from the Earth. By measuring the change in the frequency of the radio waves, the location of the satellite is studied. This is also an application of Doppler effect. Radar, radio detection and ranging. In radar, radio waves are sent and the reflected waves are detected by the receiver of the radar station. From the frequency change, the speed and location of the aeroplanes and aircrafts are tracked. Sonar. In sonar, by measuring the change in the frequency between the sent signal and received signal, the speed of marine animals and submarines can be determined. Let's solve unsolved problem in this lesson. First question, read it. A sound wave has a frequency of 200 Hz and a speed of 400 meter per second in a medium. Find the wavelength of the sound wave. In this question, frequency, that is n equal to 200 Hz, speed v equal to 400 meter per second are given as data in the question. You have to calculate wavelength of sound wave. Lambda is the wavelength. We know that lambda equal to v by n. Substitute the given data in the formula 400 by 200. We can get lambda equal to 2 meter. Second question. The thunder of cloud is heard 9.8 seconds later than the flash of lightning. If the speed of sound in air is 330 meter per second, what will be the height of the cloud? In this question, speed of sound v equal to 300 meter per second and time of thunder 9.8 seconds are given. You have to calculate the height of the cloud. Height is nothing but it is a product of velocity and time. Height equal to v into time. That should be equal to 300 into 9.8. We can get the answer 3234 meter as height of cloud. Next, a person who is sitting at a distance of 400 meter from a source of sound is listening to a sound of 600 Hz. Find the time period between successive compression from the source. In this question, frequency of 600 Hz is given. You have to calculate time period. We know that frequency equal to 1 by time period. Therefore, time period equal to 1 by frequency. Substitute the value of frequency in time period formula. T equal to 1 by 600. That should be equal to 1.7 into 10 power minus 3. Finally, time period equal to 0.0017 second. Fourth question. An ultrasonic wave is sent from a ship towards the bottom of the sea. It is found that the time interval between the transmission and reception of the wave is 1.6 seconds. What is the depth of the sea if the velocity of sound in seawater is 1400 meter per second? Here, velocity equal to 1400 meter per second. Time t equal to 1.67 are given as data in the question. You have to calculate depth of the sea, that is distance from top to bottom. We know that speed of sound equal to distance traveled by time taken. V equal to 2d by t. We have to calculate d. So rearrange the equation. D equal to Vt by 2. Substitute the value of V and T in the formula. D equal to 1400 into 1.6 by 2. If you calculate, we can get the answer 1120 meter as depth. A man is standing between two vertical walls 680 meter apart. He claps his hands and hears two distinct echoes after 0.9 second and 1.1 second respectively. What is the speed of sound in the air? In this question, distance d equal to 680 meter and 2 time t1 equal to 0.9 second, t2 equal to 1.1 second are given. You have to calculate the speed of sound in the air. We know that V equal to 2d by t. Here there are two time data are given. So you have to add both time data t1 plus t2. V equal to 2d by t1 plus t2. Substitute the given data in the formula. 2 into d, 2 into 680 by t1 plus t2, 0.9 plus 1.1. If you calculate this, you can get the answer 680 meter per second as velocity. Two observers are stationed in two boats 4.5 km apart. A sound signal sent by one underwater reaches the other after 3 seconds. What is the speed of sound in the water? Here, distance between two boats is given 4.5 km. You have to convert into meter. So multiply by 1000. You can get d equal to 4500 meter. Time equal to 3 seconds. D and t are given. You have to calculate the speed of sound in water. We know that velocity equal to distance traveled by time. Here the signal only send, not receiving it back. So distance is simply d, not 2d. Therefore V equal to d by t. Substitute the data and get the answer as 1500 meter per second. Last question. A strong sound signal is sent from a ship towards the bottom of the sea. It is received back after 1 second. What is the depth of sea given that the speed of sound in water 1450 meter per second? In this question, velocity V equal to 1450 meter per second and time equal to 1 second are given data. You have to calculate the speed of sound in water. We know that velocity equal to 2d by t. Here signal sending and receiving. So distance traveled is 2d. You have to find out d. If you rearrange the equation, d equal to Vt by 2. Substitute the given data in the formula. You can get the answer 725 meter.